Hello, I'm Thiago, and today I'm going to teach you about the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. So first, the greatest common factor, or the GCF, of two numbers is the greatest number that you can divide both of these numbers by. For example, what is the greatest common factor between 3 and 6? In this case, it's 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2. And is there any number greater than 3 that you can divide 3 and 6 by? No, because greater than 3 will only be 4, and you can't divide 3 by 4 because 4 is bigger. So this is our greatest common factor. Now the least common multiple between two numbers, well, first, what is a multiple? Well, a multiple of, for example, 2 are the numbers that multiply by 2, for example. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. This is 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, and so on. And when you're finding the least common multiple between two numbers, you are finding the smallest multiple that both of the numbers share. For example, what is the least common multiple of 3 and 5? Well, the smallest multiple that they share is 15. And we can try this out by stating what are the multiples of 3? Well, there are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. And the multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. And we can see that the smallest multiple that both of these share is 15, and therefore is our least common multiple. And now I'm going to teach you a method that you can use to find both the greatest common factor and the least common multiple of two numbers, very simply. Okay, so this method is called the ladder method, and I'm going to show it with an example. So let's take two numbers, 12 and 16. And what you do is first write these two numbers one beside the other, draw an L for ladder, and then you stop and think, okay, what is a number, ideally a small prime number, that you can divide both of these by? The first one I can think of is 2. You can divide 2 by 12, which would give you 6, and then you write this here. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Alright. And can you divide both of these by the same number? Yes, you can divide both of them by 2. Yeah. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now can you divide both of these by the same number? No, not anymore. So you stop here, and you can draw this other L for video purposes. And so you can use this to find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. How? So for the greatest common factor, you just take this column right here, and you multiply both the numbers, or all of the numbers in this column. It may be more than 2 in another example. So in this case, there are 2 and 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. And this is our greatest common factor. And how can we check this? Well, we can see, can 12 be divided by 4? Yes, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Can 16 be divided by 4? Yes, equals 4. And is there any number greater than 4 that you can divide both of these by? Well, 5 can't divide any of them. 12 can be divided by 6, but not 16. And 7 can't, and so on. And I would recommend you to try them out with higher numbers if you want, to check that this really is the greatest common factor of 12 and 16. So, therefore, this is our GCF. Now, how can you find the least common multiple? Well, you take all the numbers in this outer layer, and you multiply them together. So in this case, it's 2 times 2 times 3 times 4. Right? And 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 12, which gives us 48. And that is our least common multiple. And how can we check that? We can write out the multiples of 12 and 16. 12, 24, 36, 48. And the multiples of 16 are 16, 32, 48, etc. We can see that the smallest multiple that both of these share is 48, indeed. So this is our least common multiple. So this is how you use the ladder method. this will be very important when you start dealing with fractions, simplifying fractions and finding common denominators. This is very useful. And yeah, if you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment down below. This was the first video of our Mu Alpha Theta channel. We are a high school club here at ERJ, and we're going to be helping you out with some math throughout the semester, hopefully during the future semesters too. And yeah, thank you very much and have an awesome day.